In a land frozen by the biting cold, a young woman chooses to challenge herself. No city lights, no human voices, only the howling wind and snow blanketing the silent forest. She steps into the frost, not to prove anything to the world, but to feel the quiet strength of resilience. Today marks the beginning of her survival journey, a test of courage, endurance, and the warmth of the human spirit against the heart of winter. The car slowly backed into the frame, carrying a new face in our camping journey. Annie, a girl from the land of kimchi. For her very first camping experience, she chose a place blanketed in snow, where the faint sunlight shimmered on the thin layer of ice. Coming from a dry region, Annie couldn't hide her amazement. She cupped her hands to catch the first snowflakes of the season and smiled, sharing the moment with her viewers, as if inviting them to feel the chill of her very first winter. When the excitement settled, Annie began clearing the ground to set up camp. She's the kind who acts first, thinks later, while others might still be fumbling with the shovel. She pulled out a blower and cleared the snow in no time. Once the ground was ready, it was tent time. Though this was her first try, she came well prepared, moving with calm precision, like someone who had camped for years. Then the weather changed. Snow began to fall heavier. Annie, dressed in light clothes, quickly threw on a transparent raincoat. Time to inflate the tent. Instead of using an electric pump, she chose a hand pump, treating it like a mini workout. Luckily, her yoga training paid off. Within minutes, the tent stood tall and firm, held down by steel stakes. The temperature had already dropped below zero, so she lit her oil heater, preparing for the long, frosty night ahead. Inside, she started arranging things. Every camper knows that even with a tent, the ground is rough and cold. So a good base layer is key, but Annie had her own style. First, a yoga mat, then a thick fur blanket on top. After that came the air mattress, followed by a soft, new quilt from her magic bag. Many viewers might be surprised, a beginner, yet setting up with such care and comfort, like a true camping queen. Soon, the little tent transformed into a warm, cozy space glowing with soft light. Next came dinner, a simple dish called egg rice. As the name suggests, eggs were the star ingredient. Annie chopped mushrooms and cherry tomatoes, stir-fried them with eggs and shrimp, adding her own twist. The colorful result looked almost Indian, rich and vibrant. For Annie, cooking wasn't just necessity. It was creativity. By the time she finished, night had fallen and the snowstorm outside had quieted down. Feeling the heat inside the tent, she stepped out for a breath of icy air. Her gaze fell on the glowing heater, and just like that, a new idea sparked. Roasted sweet potatoes. She wrapped a few in foil and placed them on the fire. While waiting, she noticed the curtain wasn't fully closed, so she fixed it. After all, she'd be sleeping here tonight. Time passed. The sweet scent of roasted potatoes filled the air. Annie sat down holding a cup of warm barley tea, taking small sips as she savored the sweet, earthy flavor of the hot potatoes. The flickering light danced in her eyes, gentle, peaceful. In that simple moment, surrounded by endless snow and silence, perhaps she found the purest kind of happiness, the quiet joy of a winter night in the wild.